Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bills and the Browns, next on EA Sports.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 88 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon. Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play as an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Play action. Now it's Allen. being chased out left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Throwing now is Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. It's complete to Diggs. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in his first half. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. On the ground, it's Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to get bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. On first down, Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. get tired or they get out of position or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Allen going to throw. He'll go right back to Beasley. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Allen, he's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield now. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
you don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From midfield, here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo.
Allen to throw once more. And it's in. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And again, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final try here for Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
158 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They run again with Harris. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Najee Harris.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense